Stand by, everybody. We're about to begin and go live. Well, I know I'm live, so I'll just keep talking until I have Miss Felicity to say, you can go. Miss Felicity, can we go? She says 30 seconds. Well, it gives us an opportunity for me to just use the microphone to meet some of our other students who are in the room. Here we are. Come, stand up. You're going to be live around the world. That's it, yes. So, who we out here?
What? I didn't get the question. Rehab. Morocco.
I'm Jolisa from Cameroon.
I'm Serene from Tunisia.
Yeah, we all love Serene. How's it going with My Africa trip?
My Afri trip.
My Afri trip?
Yeah, it's going well.
I hear all the alumni can come and apply through My Afri trip to get to the Indaba.
Yeah, so we are trying to provide packages for alumni who are coming for the Indaba and also guests who are coming for the decennial.
Bring it on. I'm waiting for Miss Felicity to say we can go, and then I'm going to go on the stage. You mean up? While we are waiting, the hashtag. The hashtag is ALA Family. So you can start following the Twitter feed. And this is going to be live. You can also follow it. It's going on the YouTube. And so you can also put your comments on the YouTube. It's always much more amusing sometimes to read what's going on there. I'm looking forward to hearing and reading all about you. Miss Felicity, did we say go? Not yet? We're a go. Welcome, everybody, to our annual all-community call. It's amazing to see you all and also to be seen by whoever is watching. Give us a snap if you are. I'll see if I can hear you. I think I could have heard a snap around the world right there. Welcome to our decennial community call, which has a beautiful theme. And I'm going to ask our wonderful Setswana to come forward here. Motswana. And the theme of today of this community call is?
Hwapele.
Say it for me, everybody.
Hwapele.
Hwapili, which means?
Going forward.
Yes, we're going to go forward. We're going forward with our decennial, looking to the future, going forward as a community. So welcome to the community. Welcome to our Hwapile decennial community call. Enough talk from me. If you haven't got the hashtag, I'll repeat it again. It's ALA Family. Otherwise, follow the link and put the comments there. Let's have some performances. There's been some secret performances being going on behind the scenes. I welcome to you the Staffelty Dance Troupe.
Ladies and gentlemen, once upon a time, long ago, before the world knew African expression, there lived the spirit, Kufina. She was the spirit of dance. She inspired emotion in humans and possessed people to move in her manner. She wandered the continent for years and years, seeking beats worthy of her sound and presence.
Mansour
inspiring many of the South to move like her, to move with her. She inspired new beats, inspired fear and anger, but also joy and celebration. Swirls and leaps in us, expresses us if we trust, and in this continent she will establish her empire. But there was one last region she was yet to inspire. Enter Kuvina. And with this concludes the tale of Kuvira. She remains wandering the world, possessing all. And to this day, only a few have ever seen her, but she's with us right now at the community call.
Well done, the Stavani dance. That has worked off all the chicken and beef for the whole week, I think. And all the pup. Well done, it's amazing. What you off campus may not be enjoying, but I've really enjoyed and we've been enjoying, is that I'm lit up with our new stage lights, which give us full illumination. We're no longer just lighting our feet and our knees, but we have stage lights. And also we're projecting through the old projector and not through this funny cord here. We actually project through Wi-Fi now with the We Present. It's very cool. So we can present everything from anybody who's been on the AV team before. We're operating out the back room. No longer on the table on the side. It's very cool. I know it doesn't seem cool to you, but it's really cool to us. It's time for a little bit of an update what's been going on the campus from another perspective, and that is from the new student chairs who have been recently inaugurated. Our two chairs are Saeed Zarouk and Dumebi Gloria, and they're going to give their presentation to you right now.
Good evening, Academy.
My name is Saeed Zarouk.
My name is Dumebi Gloria. And as the chairs of the student government, we have the opportunity to give you guys an update on what has been going on around campus.
This year, African Leadership Academy has experienced bountiful growth in all areas. Firstly, we had the opening of the Pardee Learning Commons, which is an excellent facility designed to meet the needs of ALA students. From the massive build lab to the serene green room, the new learning commons are a work of art.
Alongside these, we have new ALA internal courses which involve econometrics, we have engineering for Africa, we have math 1 and 2, and a new EL program, OMANG.
Also, we have a total of 248 students this year, the highest number ALA has ever received in its history. As a result of this extraordinary number, ALA opened up 2 new halls, Keza and Kushinga, both of which have not failed to live up to the spirit of the spirit we embody as a community.
Also, we want to use this opportunity to congratulate Malaika for defending and winning the Battle of the Mask, as well as Office and Jashi, which won the Battle of the Axe in a draw.
On the extracurricular side of the academy, we have more clubs such as Interfaith, Blockchain, Salsa, Philosophy, you're welcome to join anytime, and MIT Launch, all of which are directed to the development of the students.
Additionally, there will be a gym room and an art studio which are still under construction, and these are areas which will be made available to all students so that they can explore their interests and their passions at any time.
Lastly, we have the pleasure of welcoming the new ALA staff members this year, some of whom you've seen dancing right now, and we look forward to having positive interactions and learning from them.
ALA with Joy is expanding along with an ever vibrant and engaged student body and staff. We look forward to even further growth and progress within this academy.
Here's to a great, prosperous, and winning decennial year.
Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you very much to student chairs for a very succinct update. They didn't tell you other update from 2 weeks ago. The dean cut his hair. It caused a scandal in the campus. It was quite shocking, but it's okay. We've got through it. And we're about to have our second house event next week as well. I'm looking at the YouTube and the live link, and I'll be reading out some tweets and comments. If you have anything you'd love me to read out in between these moments while they set the stages, please go ahead and share them on those 2 forums, and we will be able to get them out for you to announce them. All right, we're about to have a hot seating moment. And who would want a hot seat? The new chair. No, the new chair will hot seat the new chair. The new chair will be not the hot seat. The new chair will be the one hot seating Mr. Chris Bradford. Yeah. So coming up, Saeed and Mr. Bradford. It's so dim and dark on the stage. I bought lights. Give me some lights here. I must disappear. We saw black people, man. We got dark skin.
Thank you, Mr. Peter. Hi, Saeed.
Before we begin, if anyone from our extended family wants to ask questions on Twitter, please type your question and place an #ALAFamily at the end of your tweet. Additionally, questions from the audience will be entertained, so please stay seated and enjoy the show. So hello, Mr. Bradford.
Good evening, Saeed.
Tell us a bit about your upbringing. What were you like as a child?
I was awkward.
What would you do for fun?
What do I or what did I?
What did you do for fun? Yeah.
I played a lot of sports for fun. I also liked board games and trivia. I still do.
What is the vision for ALA beyond the 10-year mark? What does success look like for you?
This is a really good question. So right now, one of our objectives for this year, as people on campus and off campus have heard me talk about at some level, is developing our strategic plan for 2023. And that says, where are we going to be 5 years from now? Where are we going to be when we're 15 years old? And I think the biggest change in 2023 versus today is that in 2023, the vast majority of our network is not in the education value chain. So today we have 10 classes, and you figure about 6.5 of those are in education, right? They are either students here at ALA, they are students at university, and perhaps a few in graduate school. If we fast forward 5 years, right, the majority of our students and former students are now at work on the African continent. And to me, that's hugely exciting. I had the opportunity to be in Lagos, Nigeria on Sunday night. Shout out to the Nigerians. And I had the opportunity to have dinner with some private sector and social sector leaders alongside Lara Rabiu, our amazing CFO, and Deepa Fashawe, who was a graduate from our first class. And one of the things that we realized in this is that there are going to be almost as many students in Nigeria, former ALA students in Nigeria in 2023 as there are in this auditorium right now. And so one of the most exciting things for me to think about is what the impact that will have on the broader ALA network and ecosystem will be, and how we can accelerate that. Hey, what's up, everybody? How we can accelerate that at over the time ahead. So what's success for me? Success is building the institution to last and accelerating the impact of this institution and its network over the next few years.
So we've seen that you're really passionate about this program. But do you regret anything about ALA? What would you do differently if you were to start over again?
So do I regret things or things that I have done? I mean, I suppose that there are different points in time where I made decisions that I now realize are bad. But I mean, one of the things we talk about a lot with students is failing forward. And the reality is that if we hadn't made some of those mistakes, we probably wouldn't have learned, and thus would have just made that mistake at some point in the future. So are there some things that I wish we had done differently, or wish we'd been prescient and known about in advance? Yes, right? When I sit here in, I'll give one example. Our first class graduated, and we had not thought really for a moment about their life beyond college. And that was a problem, and it caused us to be doing a real big hustle over the last 5 years to make sure that we were set up. And now we have a huge lifelong engagement division because we need to think about accelerating these careers beyond college. And so, so learning from the fact that we hadn't thought about that was important, and we had to recover. And I think there are a number of examples like that we wish we would have thought of or come to earlier. But a big part of entrepreneurship is learning from the different experiences, reflecting on the decisions you've made, and then not repeating that mistake in the future so that you can make new mistakes.
Wow, great response. As I always say, you lose, you learn, and you win. So did you ever have like Whoa.
Sorry, I'm going to use that one very soon.
So did you ever have like I want my mommy moment at ALA, and if so, when was it?
I have those all the time. I mean, some people in this room know that I actually had one of those about a week ago. Yeah. I think core I want my mom moments are in essence, I'm facing this problem, I have no idea which of the possible outcomes is the right decision. And those happen a lot. And when you're a child, what you do is you call your mom, right? And you basically delegate the decision to your mother and ask them to make it for you. And as a CEO, you don't really have that opportunity, right? You have to make a decision based on the best available information, and you have to define a path that will allow you to quickly recognize whether the decision you've made is a good one or a bad one. And sometimes that can take months or years to watch that play out.
Speaking of years, how many more years do you have with the ALA community?
Okay, so I have my whole life with the ALA community, right? All of us do, right? I see this as, this is the most important thing I've ever been a part of. It's the most exciting community I've ever been a part of. It's the most inspiring collection of people I've ever met in my life. And just today alone, I've had the opportunity to interact with a group of people, from visitors to campus, to students, to staff, to board members, who I learn from and who inspire me and challenge me to give more of myself. And that's hugely exciting. But the caveat to that is, I also have always seen success, right? I've never seen success as myself being the CEO. Actually, I never anticipated that I would ever be in the job that I'm in. And so one of the things that's very important to me over time, much as has happened with the deanship, is to hand off this job. But that doesn't mean I won't be a steward or feel some small degree of ownership for ALA for the rest of my life. But I may not be the champion of the vision for ALA 5 years from now, and I think that's a great thing, right? I am but one. All of us, everyone on this call, everyone in this room, owns this institution. And success for me is us all feeling that sense of collective ownership and collective leadership of where ALA and Africa are going.
So now we have an exciting year ahead with the decennial, of course. What will the decennial look like?
Well, we're in it, right? This is our 10th year. I think the first thing that the decennial looks like, which is really exciting, is that we've got this new amazing learning space on campus, and we've got this energy and activity that's happening all over the world. We have an event in London, and in a way that we've never really had an event in London before. And Ida Njai, who I saw at Oxford in April, is going to be speaking with some CEOs. Ida is so impressive. And watching her on that stage next Wednesday is something that I'm super excited to see. And so we're already in the decennial. In February, we're going to have a huge celebration on campus. This afternoon, I spoke with Hakeem Bello Asagi, who actually spoke at our grand opening 10 years ago, and he called me to say, I'm coming back, and we'll hear him reflect on the last 10 years in Africa. Grasa Michel will be coming in February. Really exciting. And we'll have a collection of leaders from all over the world who are here. And then later in June, July, we're going to have a graduate Indaba that will bring back graduates and students from all of our classes to think about how we create that world and that future that I was talking about earlier together.
So now, here's the big question. How can we, as a community, play a role in the decennial?
How can you play a role in the decennial? The most important thing you can do in the decennial is to reframe yourself. If you are a student or a past student or a faculty member or a past staff member, and I think this is particularly true for students and past students, I want you to reframe your experience with ALA and your engagement with ALA from that of being a beneficiary of a school and a program to being a partner in defining Africa's future, right? And to be championing the mission of this institution with people all over the world, right? I want to see every one of you reaching out. Ask the important and influential people in your worlds to come to ALA this 10th year. Ask them to come to the events we're having around the world. If you're here on campus, participate in putting on the events in February and the Indaba, right? And reach out to our networks, we want this 10th year to be something that propels the world into thinking every time they see someone who they think has leadership potential, we want them to think that person should be engaging with African Leadership Academy. And every time they meet someone who they think is a potential influencer of Africa's future, we want them to think, this person needs to be connected to the ALA network. And that requires all of us. I only have so many hours a day that I could send emails or make phone calls, right? But collectively, we have millions of hours that we can extend to championing and owning this vision in the future. And Saeed, I think you've done an amazing job of that yourself as I think about some of the people that you've pulled into my network. And so I hope you'll continue doing that in your role as chair.
Thank you so much, Mr. Bradford. Now we're going to be entertaining questions from the audience. Anyone has a question?
Not that we could see them if they did. I think this is where I'm supposed to ask for questions from the alumni network. Like Fatu Fall, I think you're online. Feel free to ask one.
It's a question that's from Adnan from Kenya. Will ALA's job ever be done?
I hope so. But the reality is, when we think the job that we set out for ourselves is done, we'll simply reinvent it.
Yeah.
Right? Because fundamentally what we're about is shaping the future. Our vision is about two things that I think are far off, but I also think they're achievable. And I think the people in this room and the people on this call are essential to achieving them. They're lasting peace and shared prosperity on the continent of Africa. And both of those can only be achieved through a vast network working together over a long period of time. And we have to embrace that this is work that we will do for our entire lifetimes. And we have to revel in that.
That's awesome. I think we should move on to the next part of the program. You ready?
I was going to do a fun game about
it's a community call, and I'm afraid I have to keep it to time. Otherwise, everybody won't get a chance to do all their performances.
All right, so Saeed was going to do a fun game. So in lieu of a fun game, we're just going to remember the amazing thing we've just learned.
Something win.
You lose.
You lose.
You learn. And you win. Let's do that all through year 10. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thanks, Chris. Thank you very much. And it's time for the highlight, the arts. I'm going to read you some tweets while they set up the stage for our art performance. So good at this. Ife. Oh, wow. It's been so long. It makes me nostalgic. I miss sitting in the auditorium, especially being a part of something like this. And Shiro says something similar. Shiro says, I remember reminiscing the hours spent in the auditorium, listening to guest speakers, watching dance performances, and how much I miss ALA. Thank you, Shiro. We miss you. Priscilla. God always have a tweet from Priscilla. It's a rocking one. She remembers Saeed's question. Tell us about your mummy moment. The interviewer is great, she says. We will take more tweets as we go along, but it's time for the performance. Are we ready? 3, 2, 1, you're on.
a young age, we are told to be bold and courageous. Stand out above the rest of the world. Express yourself. Show the world who you are. Don't forget to color in the lines, whispers the primary school teacher. Beat to the drums, says the music teacher. Sway your body to the rhythm of the music, and don't forget to point your toes, instructs the ballet teacher. Show the world who you are and be the you.
Got the words to a changing nation, but you're buying your time. You spend a lifetime talking silently. How may you say something wrong if no one ever hears you? How we gonna learn your song? So come on, come on, come on, come on.
You got a heart as loud as lightning, maybe we're a little different. There's no need to be ashamed. You've got the light to fight the shadows, so stop hiding it away. Come on, come on. And I wanna sing, and I wanna shout, and I wanna scream till the words dry out. So put it in all of the papers. I'm not afraid.
Can read all about it. Read all about it.
No. Oh, oh, oh.
Days go by, months go by, years fly by. Expressing yourself is no criminal activity. If it's not math or science, don't even think about it. You forget how to show the world who you are. You forget how to express yourself. You forget how to be the you. You lose that spark. But how could you not lose it when day after day, month after month, year after year, there's that voice telling you that art is a waste of time, that art is a waste of resources. Slowly, you start to lose the colors inside of you, and you become like an old newspaper, forgotten and withered.
I will be with you, my friend. So come on, come on. And I wanna sing, and I wanna shout, and I wanna scream till the words dry out.
So put it in all of the papers. I'm not afraid. Can read all about it. Read all about it.
Art can grow with you. Art can be the guiding factor in your life. You can continue to tap your way into the future. Let your oil pastels paint the way into the future. The keys and the piano can harmonize the very road you have ahead of you. Don't let anyone tell you that art is a waste of time. Don't be fooled by the idea that art has no tomorrow. Because art is the tomorrow that we can promise the future generation. Art can preserve the past and keep it for those to come. Art is the way of life. Art is life.
I wanna sing, I wanna shout, and I wanna scream till the words dry out. So put it in all of the papers. I'm not afraid. They can read all about it. Read all about it. I wanna sing, and I wanna shout, and I wanna scream.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Shosha Bergeson, and I'm from Ghana.
Hello, everyone. My name is Asma, and I'm from Morocco.
And so, as a student of the academy, I mean, every other student can relate to that. You don't even have to be an art student to be able to relate. But the good news is that this year, the ALA Gives Back decennial campaign is about to change that story.
The ALA Gives Back campaign not only aims to raise money from alumni to create a sense of gratitude, not only to create a sense of community. We want to provide a platform for art students to really thrive in arts. And through the money we're raising, we're gonna create a dance studio, art supplies, or graphic design tools. Thank you.
So first of all, we want to say a very big thank you to all the alums who have participated in the past years, and to the student callers who have been making all those calls. It's a lot of work. People telling you no and stuff, it's a lot of work. And so the 10 people we are going to mention, we have Tapiwa Leonel Sondai, John Palmer, Amani Tinkasimile, Ngosa Mupela, Fatumata Fall, Oluseyi Bankole, Otman Futasi, Shanice Kuntai, Dagbeji Fagnis, and Anthony Kagwara.
All right, thank you. Those were the people who donated the most, and we're really grateful for you. Last year, we were able to raise $12,000, and that's a really big amount. Thank you to everyone who participated. In this decennial year, please join us to raise a symbolic amount of $10,000 to celebrate 10 years of ALA and to push the creative arts industry together in the next 10 years. Thank you.
Please expect a call from one of us, and please don't say you don't have money. Thank you.
Absolutely amazing to be reading who's online. Mr. Connor is online. Watching you all right now. We are now going to hear from some voices from ALA grads. Where in the world are they now? Let's see where they are.
Hi everyone, I'm Dondua from Malawi, and I'm here at the University of Rochester in Rochester, New York, and I'm currently studying public health and clinical psychology. And something I miss most about ALA is the people. Honestly, I'm all about that collectivism, and I've had less than 5, probably been less than 4 stimulating conversations in the past 3 months, which is disappointing and underwhelming. So definitely miss the people, and there's just a warmth to you guys that I absolutely miss and crave and love. So yeah.
Yo, to the good people of ALA, shout out, what's up, how you doing, how you living? Hope everyone's doing amazing. Shout out, just want to say I'm calling in here, Kanye, all the way from Singapore, Yale and US College. We out here. I just want to say I love you all. Everybody, believe in yourself. Keep following your heart, follow your dreams. Let that lead, to where God is destined for you. Miss you all dearly, dearly. And one thing I miss most about ALA is obviously the people.
Hello guys, my name is Lisa Baiva. I graduated from the class of 2016 and currently I'm taking a gap year. I'm in Slovakia now, and what I miss the most about LA is first, the weather, because it's super cold here, and second, the people. We have so much diversity in our campus that it's just amazing. I hope you guys are enjoying the community call, and see you in Daba.
We always get to have more than, we started with alumni residence. We used to have an alum come back and spend some time with us. We never thought that we'd get alumni to actually be working with us. And this is the next of our darlings who's come back to bring back the magic back to the school. So Luto, welcome.
Thank you, Mr. Peter. Good evening, everybody. How's everybody? Yes, we are good. My name is Luto Bobe. I am South African and I am Staffelty. Yes. Yes, labels. Yabona mos, from one step to the other. Yes, and I am an alumni. So I'd like to just share some things that some of our alumni and former Staffelty members are doing wherever they are in the world, because this is a lifelong engagement. It never ends. As long as we are, what is it, Gaupeling? Yes, we are Gaupeling. We're going forward, yeah? Not just by words, but by our actions as well. So on our list, we have Julia Agudogo, and Julia won the first place at the Rice 360 Degrees Institute for Global Health Design Competition for TOPS Lab. Now, TOPS Lab addresses the fear many women have of painful and invasive cervical cancer screenings by focusing on user comfort. So, well done, Julia. Snaps for Julia. And then we also have Divine Mutoni. Divine Mutoni published a book called Revolutionary Connectivity. It is a reflection on why internet access is a human right, despite being out of reach of half of the world's population. Yes, snaps. We also have Brian Gugi, and Brian Gugi responded to a spam problem at Jacobs, the university. And so when students' inboxes were flooded with emails of students selling second-hand items, O'Brien decided, you know what, let me go all campusy-ish, campusy vibes, and he developed an Android app for a second-hand e-commerce store. Yeah. We also have ComCycle. You see, e-com store. Within 1 month of launch, he had 25% of the university student body downloading it and using it. So, well done, Brian. And then we also have some alums. We have Jason Oteng Nyame, Anthony Mayina, Gabriel Wamunyu. Yes, and all these guys are co-founders of Asili Labs. So Asili Labs won the grand prize at, what is this called? The Will This Float, yeah? The Will This Float competition for their innovative products called Try All. So what they're doing, also Try All is a web and mobile platform that lets users test subscription-based products at no charge at all. Yes. Yes, and now, moving on to e-connectivity, we are going to Skype one of our former faculty members and alumni, Fatumata Fall, and Mr. Diego Ontaneda. Yes. So those who know Mr. Diego, he's a former ALA faculty member, they'll tell you that, Mr. Diego, guys, he had one true vision for the future, and that was to take ALA to Latin America. So he has, last year, he left ALA to pursue graduate studies at Stanford University of Business School, and then a year later, he founded Latin American Leadership Academy. Ooh la la la, so LALA, yeah. Latin American Leadership Academy aims at cultivating Latin America's most promising future social innovation leaders. And then we also have Fatu Fall. She's LA.
4, 3, 5, 4, 5, 5, 6. We're at fast 7 now, which is Fatumata Jobe. And fast 6 is Fatumata So from Senegal. A great line of amazing women. Welcome. But you are the first one. Thank you. Welcome, Fatu. And welcome, Diego.
Hey, Gavin. Can you hear me?
We can hear you clearly. You want to give us a little, like, your elevator pitch on Ulala?
I mean, you guys said it best. It's ALA for Latin America.
I know already that you have had one very successful prototyping camp, and you're about to launch a second one.
Yes, sorry, I should add that it just sounds better than ALA because it's Lala. Yeah, and yeah, we did one pilot in Brazil in July, and we're doing another one in Colombia this December.
It just could be Wanja who's joining the Skype conversation right now. Welcome, Wanja. I'm not sure how much he knows about Lala, but it's nice to see you. Hi. Tell us now, Diego and Fatu, what can we do to help get La up and going and flourishing to have its decennial in 10 years' time?
Free labor. Free labor is always welcome. Like Fatu.
How can we spread the word about your program?
I'd say any ALA alumni that are studying abroad and know Latin Americans, let them know about us. And yeah, any alumni that just...
And you have to pay for them to be posted back to Africa because I can't carry them in my suitcase. Ah, you're back. Fatu, you went from ALA to college, then to ALU, where you were a lecturer, and now Lala. Tell us about, like, the big takeaway.
Oh. I think my main takeaway is community. Like, I am now one of the biggest advocates of making progress by organic means, and I'm just wondering if you have amazing people, really focus on allowing those people to bond and build together. It's all about the people, I think.
Thank you. So community, if you have amazing people, then work with them, bond with them, and make them part of your lives. Thank you so much, Fatu. Thank you, Diego. Have a wonderful, successful December program in Colombia. And I will see you at the next one.
Thank you, Gavin.
I'm
Thank
getting
you,
in on,
Gavin.
I'm going to get in on that bus for sure. Who wants to miss out? I could end up being a founder.
You're welcome. You know that.
Now, bye-bye, guys. We have a little surprise for you.
Bye-bye.
Bye, Diego. Oops. Wow. Let me swing it. All right. Now we need light.
6,000 leaders in 50 years to overcome Africa's deepest fears. 6,000 leaders in 50 years. 6,000 leaders for Africa. They are from Ghana,
Uganda,
Cote d'Ivoire, and Tanzania,
Morocco,
and Senegal.
Leaders from Mali and South Sudan.
Leaders from Africa, 'cause African.
Community, faculty, alumni, students. On the DSC days, Tuesday and Wednesday of December, we will be writing ALA the Musical. Live 24 hours, Skype in. We need lyricists, rappers, songwriters, scripters. Come and join us to write the song of our school. And now, can the words come up? I'm going to get you all to sing along the first verse together. Projection, go up. There's the words. Now next one. That's it. Are you ready? Sing with me. 6,000 leaders in 50 years to overcome Africa's deepest fears. 6,000 leaders in 50 years.
6,000 leaders for Africa. They are from Ghana, Uganda, and Cote d'Ivoire.
Where else?
And Tanzania, and Morocco, and Senegal. Leaders from Mali and South Sudan.
Finish it, baby.
Leaders from Africa, 'cause Africa.
Come and join us. Well done, Shami. Well, what better way to finish our call than with old favorites, a duet from Dean Hartum and Uzo. They'll be singing Endless Love. Please don't stop the... No, you're not singing. Okay. Oh, no, okay, right. Since they're not going to sing, I'll get their backup, second best. A cappella, everybody, a cappella.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Zoe Kofi, and I'm from Ghana. Today, I am leading the Alapela Choir to sing a song called Tunataka Africa. This song is a Swahili song that was written by an ALA alum called Amani, and its message is a call for the continent to rise up together. Please enjoy.
Tunataka Afrika inuke, inuke, inuke. Tunataka inuke. Sasa kumefika Afrika inuka. Sasa kumefika Afrika inuka. Tuondoe umasikini, kuimarisha uchumi, tuondoe vita, magonjwa, tukaitafute amani, umoja, mshikamano na upendo, zikawe ndizo nguzo zetu kuipigania Afrika. Mbele tutasonga kuipigania Afrika, vizazi hata vijavyo, wote tukawe na furaha. Mbele tutasonga kuipigania Afrika, vizazi hata vijavyo, wote tukawe na furaha. Hakika sasa kumefika Afrika inuka. Sasa kumefika Afrika inuka. Sasa kumefika Afrika inuka.
This is one of those amazing weeks, personally for me. I feel very emotional. First, my country goes free, and then I see everybody's names who I've long missed. I see Tasia, I see Joe Baraka, I see Celeste. I get to chat to Fatumata. This is amazing. Thank you so much, community, for joining the community call. Thank you for all your tweets. Ife of every single generation, to have the house shield, to have the ultimate Indaba, the best celebration of 10 years. Thank you to the team, the Shami and the department, Miss Felicity, and the wonderful, I'm going to bring her up, Cornelia. I'm not sure you're watching. Dorcas did amazing to bring this whole thing together. Well done. Thank you to the AV team. Amazing technology. We're in the 29th century. Everybody have a lovely evening. And those who came to the community call who are in South Africa, you can get dessert. Everybody else, go get your own dessert. It's on me.
Changer de côté, oh. Maripana, elle a changé de côté, oh. Dieu merci pour moi, je savais chanter un peu, oh. J'ai fait ma cassette, oh. On peut voir la télé, oh. Matin, midi, soir, c'est moi, je chante à la radio. En tout, à Visa, tu le cas où à penser, oh. j'ai fait partie le coupé, oh. Mais on dit premier gaou n'est pas gaou, oh. C'est deuxième gaou qui est nyata, oh. On dit premier gaou n'est pas gaou, oh. C'est deuxième gaou qui est nyata, oh. Dimanche matin et coco, on frappe à ma porte, oh. À ma grande surprise, oh, c'est la go en tout, je vois, oh. Assemblage, j'ai dit, oh, y'a longtemps, c'est plus revu, oh. Elle veut me mentir, oh, elle dit, chérie, j'avais voyagé, oh. Je suis de retour, oh. Je t'appartiens, oh. Prends-moi cadeau, oh. Fais ce que tu veux, oh. Mais on dit, premier gaou n'est pas gaou, oh. C'est deuxième gaou qui est nyata, oh. Je dis, chérie, coco, qu'est-ce que tu veux manger, oh. Sans même hésiter, oh. Elle me dit, poulet braisé, oh.